Calma aí, rapaziada. Vamos voltar aqui, hein? Meu Deus do céu, sai daí, filho. Pera aí. Olha que merda. Olha só.
Is coming to Dragon Ball Legends. We hope you watch all the way to the end. Now, let's get things started. First up, let's talk about the new tag Dragon Ball that was added last month. I hear that Dragon Ball parties are even shaking things up in PvP.
That is right. The addition of this new tag has brought new synergies to the game, especially with the new characters based on the Dragon Ball The Path to Power movie. These were a first for Legends. It's been quite a while since we featured Dragon Ball Saga characters, so we try to keep the current meta in mind as we balance the overall power of their parties. I feel like we did a pretty good job of making sure they could be competitive.
This is the first time Piccolo Jr. and Android A have joined Legends as playable characters, so there are exciting new additions too.
Quite a few characters from early on in Dragon Ball have yet to make it in-game, so I'm glad we had the chance to add a few more.
Just considering abilities, LL Goku Youth stands out as a real powerhouse. With an uncancelable buff that nullifies special cover changes when activating Rising Rush, Goku can launch an offense without having to worry about Goku and Frieza.
What's even more terrifying is using them together. And this Goku gets buffs every time you gain a Dragon Ball, which we thought was a very fitting ability, and we had fun implementing it.
I also love the power of Master Roshi's Kamehameha.
He's the one who created the technique after all. Master Roshi was strong enough to destroy the moon, so we had to make his Kamehameha suitably powerful.
Characters from Dragon Ball The Path to Power are also strong choices when making sagas from the movies parties.
Coincidentally, episode campaign, Sagas from the Movies, has been on since October 11th, so we hope you'll try them in parties together with the upcoming characters too.
That sounds like a great reason to be excited for today's character reveals.
But first, let's start off with some Legends update info. We have loads of information to share about the updates we have planned for November, starting with new items that let you change the in-game background are coming to Legends. You'll be able to change the in-game background starting with the next update.
Changing the background makes each character stand out in new ways, and if you pick a different background than the usual one, it will give Legends a whole new feel as you play.
You're absolutely right. Try out all the different backgrounds and see what works best with your favorite characters. Now, here's our next topic. You'll soon be able to sort your titles based on the order you received them.
If you've ever tried to set a specific title and just couldn't find it no matter how hard you looked, then this is the update for you.
It should make it a whole lot easier to find titles, so we hope it serves you well. Next up, a new tier will be added to the guild rankings, Godly.
Gold has been the highest up until this point, but now you'll be able to go even higher.
Right. It's always fun to compete individually, but competing together as a guild is another exciting aspect of Legends. So work hard with your fellow guild members and aim for that new Godly tier. We're also updating cheers so that you'll be able to see who cheered you.
Even if someone sent you a cheer and gave you some energy, who did it has always been a mystery, so it was hard to return the favor. And now, if you send a cheer, it would be nice to know that your good deed will be acknowledged.
Of course, it's not like players are forced to send cheers, and you shouldn't feel obligated to send a cheer back in return. Keep playing at your own pace and send some cheers if and when you feel like it.
That's true. We hope you'll use them to support other players in your guild.
Alright, moving on. A new Godly rank will be added for equipments.
There's going to be a higher rank than Z+ now? Wait, so you mean slots for current equipment will be able to get even stronger effects, and we'll all have to start re-upgrading them again?
Meu parceiro, assunto, eu não quero saber do que estou falando, não. Eu quero ver só o personagem, mano.
Rather, the
Quando o
will be
personagem
just
brotar
more
na
precise.
tela, eu vou
For
saber o que é,
example,
mano. Então
if
assim,
you
não tô
have a
preparado pro que ele
Z
tá
plus
falando não,
piece of
parceiro.
equipment
Fica de
where
boa aí,
each slot
ô
is near
assunto
the
do
max
cinema.
value, then it will now be considered godly rank. If you just barely manage to get a piece to Z+,
Eu quero ver o
then it
personagem
will
novo,
still be
parceiro. Fica de
considered
boa.
Z+ rank.
Quando
This
brotar
new
o personagem,
godly
tu
rank
fala.
will be applied to equipment you already own, so be sure to check and see
Esse
after
símbolo ali,
the
mano.
update.
Got
Esse
it.
símbolo japonês ali naquele
Personally,
equipamento é o
I'm
quê?
going to want to get all the equipment for my main party app to Godly rank though. There may not be much difference between Z Plus and Godly, so it's really just for personal satisfaction. But using a party decked out with Godly equipment
Fala,
is sure
luz.
to put some pressure on your opponents. We hope you all aim for the new Godly rank.
Now, for some pretty exciting news. We talked about it earlier this year in a Legends Management Team newsletter, but we're adding new Limited Z abilities exclusive to Legends Limited characters. Note that Limited Z abilities will be different from Z abilities and will be applied by Legends Limited rarity battle members to allies. When a Limited Z ability is active, allies will get buffs to base strike and blast attack, as well
mesmo,
as to
pessoal.
base strike and blast
Ali é que tem
defense.
qualidade exclusiva.
Buffs from multiple Legends
Mas esse
Limited
Gohan,
rarity
vai ter
battle
também, é?
members will stack and will all be
Esse Gohan
applied.
que vai ter também esse bagulho?
Another important difference is that for each Legends Limited rarity battle member, allies will get an attack buff. They will vary depending on the character, but we plan for these to be attack buffs against individual tags like tag Lineage of
Botou
Evil.
um Gohanzinho
Keep in
bem
mind
aqui
that
pra
the
falar.
bonuses of all Legends Limited rarity battle members will be applied to allies. These attack buffs will be unlocked with Limited Z Ability 3, and that will require limit breaking your Legends Limited characters to Star 6. These Limited Z abilities will only take effect if the character is a battle member, so please keep that in mind. These attack buffs are still being fine-tuned at this time, and that means that the information we presented today is subject to change. But we hope you look forward to it all the same.
Since they only take effect if the character is a battle member and they give attack buffs against specific tags, that means you are going to want a variety of LL characters in your party to get attack buffs against multiple tags.
O Toshi mandou esse cara embora e trouxe a minha pra falar mais dele, mano. O Toshi mandou o Kai embora, mandou todo mundo embora.
Sparking
Usou a minha mais
characters
ele,
should
bicho é
make for a
safado, hein?
very solid party composition. These limited Z abilities will also
Cadê o
get
Kai,
stronger
rapaziada?
as you limit break each character. After the release, you'll definitely want to check out the limited Z abilities of each of your Legends Limited characters. And that was the last bit of update info that we had for you today.
Oi, tem mais duas
We
mulheres
have
que
a
não
number
apareceu
of
mais, né?
other
Cuidado
updates
das
in the
redes,
works,
das
but
redes
the
sociais
ones we
também.
shared today
Sumiu
are
aquelas outras
planned
duas,
for
né?
around mid-November. We hope you're getting excited for them. But now, it's time for some Legends news. We have all the latest info on the episode, campaign, sagas from the movies, and we're bringing it straight to you.
Bora,
We've
mostra uma
already
coisa.
seen a
Meu
new
Deus.
Tapion from the
Você
Dragon
já
Ball
viu,
Z,
pô.
Wrath of the Dragon,
Gol de
that you can
Pitaco.
get from the ongoing Fierce Fight Hero Tapion event. But the new title screen and
Não vai ser de
the
Aneba
Green
não,
Super
rapaziada.
Vegeta
Vai ser
just got
Bills,
a
mano.
Zenkai
Vocês estão
Awakening
duvidando ainda, mano.
are
Vai ser
both
Bills,
based
rapaziada.
on the
Bills
Dragon
Ultra.
Ball Z Fusion Reborn movie. Based on all that information, you might
Vai ser
already
Bills
have an
Ultra,
idea
Bills.
of who the new characters will be. I wonder how many of you predicted this one. Let's get right to it.
É Bills,
Are you
certeza,
all ready?
certeza.
Check this out.
Oi, vamos ver. Ultra de Anemba. É, rapaziada, de Anemba. Não tem o que fazer. Ganembão Ultra. Eita, meu Deus. Mas assim, mano, não vai ser só Ultra não. Vai lançar um elétrico também hoje, mano. Hoje vai ser lançado um LF, hein, mano. Certeza que vou revelar um elétrico aqui também, hein. Não vai ser só Ultra não, mano. Vai ter um elétrico aqui hoje, hein. Já deu a conta. Ô, brother, aí eu fui dizer, não é reciclagem não, meu parceiro. Não é não, viu. Não é reciclagem não. Reciclagem não é não.
That is right. Straight from the Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn movie comes a brand new Super Janemba in Ultra Rarity.
Wow, it's been a long time since we've had a new Janemba.
The last one was the Red Janemba, released in January 2020. So it's been about 3.5 years.
Já tem Godita
There
Ultra,
hasn't
mano. Não
even
tem
been
como
a
ver outro
Legends
Godita Ultra
Limited
não, meu
version,
brother.
so we
Não
hope that
tinha
caught a
como isso
few
aí
of you
acontecer,
off
não.
guard.
Pode vir como
I'm sure
LF
it
agora o
did.
Godita. O LF pode
Omega
vir
Shenron
o Godita
also
pode vir
got
como
a
LF.
Saturn Ultra,
Entendeu?
but that was an event-exclusive character,
O Godita
so
pode vir
this
como
is a
LF, não
quite a
como Ultra.
shock.
Já tem Ultra do
This was
Godita.
a true of last month's Dragon Ball Saga campaign.
E eu acho que vai vir,
It
hein?
really is nice that
E
so
eu
many
acho que vai vir.
characters we haven't seen
Hoje
for a
ainda,
while
vai
are
mostrar aqui.
returning.
We decided these episode campaigns would be the perfect opportunity to put the spotlight on some characters who haven't been getting much attention. So please look forward to seeing who will be next.
Godita
Well,
Super 4 não é agora, Marcelo. Não é agora o Godita Super 4. É no final do ano. No final do
all
ano.
the
No live
warping
fest, meu
attacks,
parceiro.
turning into cubes to evade, and doing other strange things you might remember from the movie. You won't want to miss them. Janemba's abilities also fit the character as well, so let's dive right into explaining them.
Só o Janemba, mais nada.
Super
Não é
Janemba
possível,
has
mano.
a melee type
Vai
battle
ser melee,
style,
mano.
and
Vai
the
ser
element
strike
is
azul.
blue. Something
Azul,
our
rapaziada.
generation
Pra
parties
bater no
have long
Vegetão,
been
hein.
waiting for.
Se eu
The
pegar uma
character
cópia, eu
tags
vou
are
encaixar de lead na minha
Transforming
fusão, hein.
Warrior,
Fica de olho, hein.
Regeneration, and Powerful
Vou gastar
Opponent.
3 mil. Foi que eu gastar e vou
System
gastar, hein.
targets regeneration and
3 mil
sagas
nele
from the
hoje.
movies.
3 da
Z
manhã. Tô
23
acordado. 3
benefits
da
a
manhã
wide
tem
range of characters,
despertador no pé do
allowing
ouvido.
Super
3 da
Janemba
manhã.
to fit in tons of
Certeza.
party formations. Regeneration characters also fall under Super Janemba's Ultra
Hoje
ability.
não tem pra
What
onde
makes
correr.
the Super Janemba stand out is the ability to weaken enemies, generous health restoration, and counter
3
functionality.
da manhã eu tô acordado igual um
Combine
louco.
that with the ability to inflict bleed statuses with high damaging special move and ultimate arts, and you have an almighty character that excels at both offense and defense. The crux of that power lies in Super Janemba's counter-type unique gauge. The easiest way to describe this unique gauge might be to call it a strike version of the blast counter that Ultra, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta from last year's Legends Festival has. Let's get into some of the details. While on the battlefield or when on standby, the unique gauge will gradually charge up. Once it's full, the whole unique gauge will be consumed in order to counter the enemy strike arts as well as forward charging or certain other special move and special arts,
Ó a espada.
with some exceptions.
Ô, a espada tu fica o tempo
That
todo na mão
means
dele,
that
mano.
if your enemy has you in a
Se a
combo
espada ficasse o
and
tempo
they
todo na mão, ia
use
ser
a
melhor
strike
ainda.
arts or, with some exceptions, a forward charging or certain other special move or special arts, then you will be able to put an end to it. After unleashing a counter, you can combo into a special move
Só passar o
or
dedo só.
ultimate arts, but the first time you unleash one, you'll draw an ultimate arts that you can use for a guaranteed follow-up. Even if your opponent predicts your evasion, if they use a strike arts or a forward charging or certain other special move or special arts, you'll get a chance to turn the tide, and that is incredibly powerful. When this counter activates,
parceiro,
you
o
will
homem-
also
o homem
recover
tá fraco não, viu?
100% of your vanishing gauge
O homem não
and
tá fraco
boost
não.
your own arts card draw speed, making it easier to counterattack. Even if it's your second counter or beyond and you won't draw an ultimate arts, this ability is still designed to help you turn things around. But this all-in-one unique gauge isn't Super Janemba's only trick. This character also has very easy-to-use offensive abilities. Upon entering the battlefield, Super Janemba recovers ki and draws an arts card at random if you have 3 or fewer cards, and when using strike or blast arts cards, Super Janemba gets a buff that nullifies enemy special cover changes for a number of timer counts. If this is after a counter, it's your chance to keep on the offense. For a number of timer counts after the battle starts, Ultra Super Janemba will have a buff that nullifies the enemy's reduced ki effects. There are many characters that can reduce ki and leverage that to limit combos, but this Super Janemba can lay on the pressure while paying ki reduction no mind. Having nullification for both special cover changes and ki reduction effects is quite powerful and will help prevent your opponent from disrupting your combos. Using this Super Janemba
óbvio
will
que o
be a
bagulho-
breeze.
Eu tô acima do
Let's talk about
limite.
Super
Eu
Janemba's
tenho
defensive
23k e
and
vou
cover
ficar com
change
20k,
abilities.
já falei, parceiro. Isso não
Super
tenha dúvida,
Janemba
não.
has a special cover change
Não
against
tenha
blast
dúvida.
arts
3 mil
that
que
you can
são
follow
hoje.
up with a special move arts.
Isso
Super
pode ficar
Janemba has a
tranquilo.
balanced defense with a special cover change
3 mil
versus
vai embora
blast
hoje.
attacks
Eu tenho
and a
23k,
counter
parceiro.
against strike attacks.
Tô acima da média.
Next,
Acima do
when
que eu não
an
posso
enemy
mais comprar na
activates
loja.
an
Então assim,
ultimate,
vou gastar
awakening
3
arts,
sim, pode ter
or a
certeza.
rising rush, Super
Vou
Janemba
gastar e
has
vou
the
pegar.
ability to
Melhor
lower
ainda.
allies' substitution counts by
Eu vou
10.
gastar e vou pegar, meu
So,
parceiro.
even if the enemy fires
Fica
off a
tranquilo.
rising rush or an ultimate arts, You can just
E quando eu
calmly
pegar ele e
switch
juntar
between
com o
characters
Vegetão,
with an
o
endurance
seu
effect
Vegeta não
or
vai
the
ter mais
like.
chance nenhuma, viu?
The counter looks incredibly strong.
I forgot to
Calma
mention
aí que
this
falta o
earlier,
LF ainda,
but
mano.
the
Falta o
unique
LF ser
gauge
revelado, calma
even
aí.
starts the battle off at 100%.
Falta o
So,
LF ser
the
revelado,
auto
calma
counter
aí.
can be used right
3
from the
voltas não, é
start.
só uma, parceiro. 3 mil
Once it
cristal.
activates,
3 mil
you'll
cristal
be
não é
in a
3
great
voltas.
position to start a ferocious
Entendeu?
offense.
Eu sei
Ultra
exatamente o
Super
tanto que eu
Janemba
posso
could walk
gastar.
in sagas from the movies
É
parties
3 mil cristal.
alongside the
Pegou,
characters we
pegou, se
mentioned
não pegou,
earlier from
skip.
Dragon Ball The Path to Power.
Eu não sou
But it
gente
could
que
also
quando
work
começa a
well
bater o
in
dedo
new
na Fúria não para
generation
mais nunca não,
parties
parceiro.
with Piccolo
Eu
Jr.
tenho um controle.
With
Tô
additions
de
like
boa.
Ultra Buu, Kid, Legends Limited, Perfect Form Cell,
É Regeneration,
and
mano.
Orange
Isso-
Piccolo,
é?
Regeneration
Ó que
got some
buzinho ali.
significant buffs this year. We hope you'll try Janemba in Regeneration parties and not just in sagas from the movies parties. More detailed info about this new character will be
Agora vou
posted to
esperar o
the site
LF ser
that we
revelado aqui,
linked in
calma
the
aí.
video description, so don't forget to check it out after this show is over. That is it for new character info, but check out this next bit of news about events.
Wade,
It's time for a
o
World
Wadezinho do
Challenge raid,
Gogeta.
and
Opa,
this
mais
time the
cristal
boss
ainda.
is Super
Aí é que eu
Gogeta.
gasto mesmo.
Last month,
Eu gasto
we
23
held
com 20 e
Beat
volto
the
pra
Heat
21 de novo.
Summer non-stop race, but there will be race again this month too.
Not only will there be Chrono Crystals, but lots of other great rewards as well, so you won't want to miss it. It'll be the perfect chance to stock up on slot removers and other items. Coming up, we also have announcing the films Strike Back. We've been releasing these kind of events during the episode campaigns. This is an event where each
Mais
stage
cristal pra mim.
requires a certain character to play it. This
Mais
event will
aventurzinho aqui
require
do
these
Bojack e do
sagas from the
Turles.
movie's characters.
A lot of these are older characters, so I'm sure there are players who will be able to play all of these stages right from the
Tenho
start.
todo mundo aí pra fazer esse
Of
evento.
course,
Todo mundo.
this will also
600
be a
cristal?
permanent event,
Tá
so
na
there's no
conta.
time limit.
Tá na
You can
conta,
get
600,
Chrono
tá na
Crystals
conta.
and slot removers as rewards, so if
Tem
your
todo mundo ali,
characters
viu?
don't meet the limit break
Que dá
requirements,
bônus.
you'll be able to play and clear this event whenever they do.
Tenho todo mundo que dá
Now,
bônus, meu
time for a
parceiro.
new Zenkai Awakening.
Zicar Awakening de quem? Janemba?
Red Super Janemba from episode Sagas from the
Vai dar um
Movies is
Zekaizinho
getting
no
a
vermelho?
Zenkai
É
Awakening.
isso, pô.
This
Aí
Janemba
eu tenho um
is also
Zekaizinho, meu
one of
parceiro,
the
aí, ó.
required characters for stages in the
Zenkai
film
de Janemba.
Strike Back event
Mais
we
que
just
sal.
introduced.
Trezentão.
Looks like its Zenkai abilities
300 com
boost red
600,
characters.
900.
That is right.
Com a
It targets
Raid?
characters who are Element
Oxi,
Red and episode Sagas from the Movies.
Eu não tenho um
That
Gohan de álcool.
means this ability
E nem o
will
Cooler.
boost characters
Aí
like
fodeu.
LL
Só
Fighter,
tem uma panzinha aqui agora, hein?
and Pan from Dragon Ball Super.
Só tem uma panzinha,
Superhero.
fodeu.
I bet you could make some devious
Ah,
parties
dá pra
with
ir,
an
mano. Com a
ability
panzinha dá pra
like
ir de
that.
boa.
Even Gohan from Dragon
Minha
Ball
bandeira tá
Super
com 3
Superhero
vermelhos
would get
na
a
minha
boost. So, we hope you'll try a bunch of different party compositions. You can earn Awakening Z power from Zenkai Rush Battle and missions, so do your best to awaken this character. Now, for our
Deu
last
cu e a pan,
bit
né? Eu
of
tô só,
news,
só tenho uma pan, mano.
a new
Novo
unique
equipamento.
equipment is being added.
Único. Pra quem
This
é?
equipment can be used by characters who are both Tag
Elemento
Regeneration
Blue.
and Element Blue.
You definitely
Blue-
want this
elemento Blue, hein?
equipment for the
Mais um
new
equipamento pro
Ultra
Johnny
Super
Bom, que é azul,
Janemba,
hein?
right?
Right. There's a huge difference between having and not having unique equipments, so be sure to play the new stage and get the best equipment you can, so you can bring your characters to the next level.
LF do Godita, viu?
Now, please check in-game.
LF do Godita Anjo, LF do Godita Anjo. Calma aí.
That it shared all of the news that we had for you today. With the new Ultra Super Janemba and Red Super Janemba's Zenkai Awakening, it feels like this campaign is focused on Janemba.
True, but it's been a while and we wanted to give Janemba
Bora,
some
manda
time
LF,
to shine,
manda LF, pode
so we
passar.
hope you'll all enjoy this. You'll also be
Se
able
der
to hear
LF,
the
ainda faço as
song
voltas
We
de
Got a
desconto
Power
do LF, hein?
in-game, so
3
give that
mil
a
e as
listen
voltas
to.
de desconto do LF
There
faço
are
também,
lots
viu?
more events that
Eu
we have
faço
planned
também.
coming up,
1.500
so we
no
hope you're excited for
LF.
more. Don't forget that
Vou
we
gastar
plan
também
to
na
release
LF.
both the Legends Limited exclusive Limited Z abilities and the new Godly rank for equipments that we talked more about today, plus even more in an update scheduled for November. So don't miss that out.
We post info that didn't make it into the program, announcements,
Não vai ter
and
LF?
many more on our
Não tô
official
botando fé
social
não,
media
parceiro.
accounts.
Vai
So
revelar
if
só
you
o Ultra
haven't
mesmo, mais
already,
nada.
please give us a follow.
Thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you all again
Bye.
for the next reveals and stuff. Goodbye, everyone.
Vamos ver se vai apontar aqui no finalzinho. Ele tem essa mania, hein? É, só isso mesmo. Rapaziada, vamos pro PVP, hein? Vou abrir a live do PVP agora, hein?